My name's Brian, and the name of my exhibit is The Skeleton's Closet.
What is the general concept behind your exhibit, and which piece do you think is the most powerful in showing that?
My exhibit is mainly about insecurities. So I sort of did a play around words on skeleton's closet, where skeletons in the closet is generally like secrets that you'd rather not have other people know, right? But in this case, I'm the skeleton, and the closet is sort of like my insecurities that I'm displaying out to see. And also it works because I'm like really underweight and skinny.
Can you tell us more about your robot piece and like the significance behind it?
That one's about my hearing disability, and I never really, thought much of myself being different from other kids, as a young kid. But then there was this one incident where I approached a group of kids who were playing, and I asked them if I could play with them, and they said no because you're a robot. You're weird. We don't want you around here. So that really hurt me, right? And I developed insecurities around my hearing disability and my hearing impairment from that point onward.
Is there a particular piece that you're really fond of or had really fun, creating?
My noodles piece is probably without a doubt my favorite one. Basically what it is it's a giant long strip of cellophane over paper. I think it looks really nice, and I think the gloss of the cellophane really fits the noodles really well.
Please tell me your name, the title of your graduating exhibit, and please introduce me to your companion.
I'm Olivia. The title of my graduating exhibit is Please Stand By, and this is Olga.
Tell me a little bit about the concept behind your graduating exhibit.
The concept behind my graduating piece is my experiences with sexual harassment and assault that I've experienced mostly on the TTC. It explores the discretion of it and also the bystanders and how a lot of people tend to ignore the situation and encounters that people have just to make themselves feel safer, as well as assuming that they can handle it on their own most of the time.
Tell me a little bit about the process that goes into making your pieces.
I start off with the same pattern for all of them. They all have kind of the same body shape. It's pretty easy to just sketch a bunch of them onto a piece of fabric and have them be the same every time. I like to experiment with like a bunch of different types of fabric, like the plush and the fur. I just sketch them out and then I sew them, and then I have to stuff them, which is really annoying because it takes a long time. It doesn't look like it takes a long time, but you gotta stuff it all into one tiny little tube. I make the faces out of epoxy sculpt, which is like, I don't know what it's made of, but it's amazing. It's very durable. It's very easy to sculpt. You can sand it, you can melt it with water. I like to resin the faces just to kind of give it a nice gloss, just a nice contrast between like the fur.
Tell me about how you can access all these materials to make your pieces.
I have to go to the fabric store, but I have some good friends at the fabric store who always hook me up. Like, I've been going to the same fabric store for years.
In your exhibit, would you say there's a piece that you're the most fond of?
I think I'm most proud of these two, which is other one is Robert. He's like red. He's a little scary. No one likes him, but I love him. I just had a lot of fun making their clothes. I like how I used punctuation instead of text, because like it kind of represents the discretion. There's no words, but it's still emotions, and it still depicts like a sense of expression. I really had a lot of fun stamping. It was very therapeutic to me, and I don't know, I just really liked the way the print came out.
Please tell me your name and the name of your exhibit.
My name is Di Wang. The name of my graduation exhibition is called He Achieve.
Is there a specific piece that you really loved working on, or really think portrayed your concept the best?
I think my whole exhibition was surrounding my piece called naming the past. It has tons of meaning and symbolism, but it's more just for the audience to interpret themselves.
Is another piece other than the path in your exhibit that was more conceptual in nature?
I think another piece that I really liked myself, and it also has a conceptual meaning, is my piece called Revival 2.0. It's basically just me writing Chinese calligraphy on transparent sheets. However, these words, this sentence has like extremely significant meaning for myself. It is some of the advice from my family, my mom, my dad, and my grandparents. How they see me and how they think is the best word for me for my current stage, and I really appreciate these words. It helped me a lot.
I'm Rashid Swan, and my graduating exhibit is called The Innate Vulnerability of My Home, the Human Mind. I realized that there was a theme throughout my previous work, and I wanted to continue it. It was the theme of like social anxiety and like feeling like so many things influenced my own work, and I wasn't sure exactly when I was being true to my own interests. So I felt like playing around with the idea of the malleable human mind and like things that influence my work and myself, and just like playing with that idea was cool.
And what would be the definitive concept behind your exhibit?
The definitive concept behind my exhibit was wanting the viewer to feel as though they were looking into the mind of the artist, like having a conversation with the artist without ever sharing a single word. So it's like to move past that bit of social anxiety and unable to share my own thoughts.
Any additional thoughts?
I think a lot of the time when you're in our program, you can feel like you're really terrible when everyone else is like going above and beyond. But I think once you start to have fun with it and like really start to enjoy what you do, I think that's when you kind of become your own self.
Do you have any closing thoughts? Anything else you would like to say?
Yeah, I think I'm glad that I came to this program because, you know, if I went to my home school, which is somewhere else that you don't need to know about, I don't think I ever would have considered pursuing art. I think I probably would have stuck with something that something really generic and something I hate, like science or math or something like that.
This program has really, really, really helped me develop myself, find my sense of self, and drastically improve my way of thinking and artistic skills.
I feel like without the program and without this project, I would never have pushed myself. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy that I took the shot to come to this program because it was one of the best decisions that I could possibly make for my art and for myself and just like growing as a person. So yeah.
Yay! We love Rishi. Yay!
That's one. There has to be something.
Bye.
Bye.